Welcome back to Bros Talking Sports. I'm your host, Oscar, here with my co-hosts, Shay and Max. No Ezra again today, scheduling conflict, so Ezra couldn't make it, not his fault.
Scheduling conflict?
Scheduling conflict, Max. That's the words I use.
I don't know, we're just being that professional now.
What? What do you want me to say?
He couldn't make it.
It's not that he couldn't. He could make it, but he would, be storing his...
So if he could make it, and he's not here, that means he didn't want to do it.
No, he...
That's what that... I'm sorry, if you could do something and you don't...
I told him no, okay?
Up.
That's right. Yeah,
now I gotta bleep that. I hate you.
Probably true. You do have to bleep that now.
What's the runtime?
Like 40 seconds, Max.
Yeah.
Just write that down, all right? When you go to edit this thing. 40 seconds.
Now I got something to do.
I say 2 F words.
I said 1.
No, I said like 2.
Oh, great. Jay, you want to hit us 1 too? Give me more?
Nope.
Shay has to be professional now. He has big boy jobs.
It's like whenever Shay curses, it's just like a deductible minus.
What?
You just lose money.
Oh.
I don't know.
What? Oh, it's like in his contract. If he curses on his own podcast, he loses money.
They're like NFL players when they like say something. It's,
oh, the refs suck this game.
but yeah. Or they,
$10,000 fine.
Or they
Give me 10K now.
Give me 10K.
Or they mention their sponsorship and they get some extra money out of it.
Guys, we have a new sponsor.
No, we don't.
It's nobody.
It's been sponsored by
Nobody.
Because you can't go out and find one. Go find one.
Go find one,
Yes.
Max. We have an average viewer of about 70 per video. What do you expect?
The sponsors will help
I'm
us.
surprised it's 70.
Yeah, me too.
I would have guessed like
Views are going to go up because
Yeah, views are going to go up.
I hope.
why?
They should.
Why?
Who knows?
Because I would want to sit down and watch this on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, dude, I watch it all the time. Why do you think our runtime's so high? All right, guys, next thing. Let's go. Here we go.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Max, you want to start this off?
Yeah, so I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw this and it was blowing up. It had like a lot of retweets and a lot of favorites. So I wanted to talk about it because one's a generational talent, number one overall pick, gorgeous hair, and the other one is a girl. It's Daniela.
A girl?
Yeah, Daniela.
That's
Jones.
Vanilla Vic right there.
No, that's
don't mess with Vanilla Vic.
That's Daniela
I
Jones.
don't think he runs anymore. Does he really run?
No, it doesn't really.
Well, okay.
He doesn't need to do that.
I don't know how many games they've played compared to each other, but this is
They're like the same amount, very close.
Very, very similar, and that is scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because Trevor Lawrence, coming out, he was the number 1 overall pick, talked about as this great quarterback. And then he's gone to Jacksonville, had his first year there and struggled because of his coach, Urban Meyer, kind of sucked. But as he's progressed, he had one really good playoff win. They both have one playoff win. Trevor Lawrence is 0-3 right now. He's struggled. Like, there's talks of, if this continues, of benching him later on in the year, if this really does get bad. But how can you bench a $55 million quarterback? It's kind of tough. So he's been struggling. It's just sometimes stuff is put into context, and this is probably the best way to put, okay, well, if we actually sit here and take a look at the numbers, wow, Trevor Lawrence is not that good. And by the way, Daniel Jones has 2,500 passing yards. He probably has at least 40 to 50 less attempts on the year than Trevor Lawrence. I've looked at the numbers.
I think obviously the stats don't tell the whole story. This is stats. The eye test is different. Obviously, you watch them and be like, all right, yeah, Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones. We're not that. This has nothing to do with washing them. Obviously, this season a little different, but I'm saying in the past, no one was watching and oh yeah, Daniel Jones and Trevor Lawrence, they look the exact same, and they're just but when you look at this, it's I mean, I know you said you don't know how many games they've played, but it doesn't really matter because this is just over completion percentage. That could be however many games. I mean, Trevor Lawrence actually has a worse touchdown interception ratio just by a little bit. Career QBR is worse. Passer rating's worse. He has more yards, but I mean that doesn't really do too much.
Yeah, yards aren't too much.
Everything else is worse. All the numbers that have nothing to do with games played, he's worse.
True.
This is I mean, all right, maybe he has less games played. Doesn't matter.
The QBR rating is weird to me.
What about it?
It takes into a fact everything except for like it takes into effect like drops, and it's a good stat.
I'm sorry. There's a cricket down here. I heard it. Did you guys hear that cricket?
No, I didn't hear the cricket.
Yeah, QBR is like the weird one.
It takes into effect like everything.
Passer rating's the one that main people use. QBR, like the good quarterbacks, QBRs, I think are like, I feel like only
they have to be like 70.
70s.
Yeah, it's in the 70s. Yeah. Like elite is
I
like
think quarterbacks with like 100 passer rating is like in the 70s for QBR.
Yeah.
Like around. I think Rodgers is probably in that range.
yeah.
So. Purdy's probably in that
I think
range.
the reason that Daniel Jones gets the most slack, and this is I will stand by this, is because he does awful on primetime. I mean, he's 1 in 11 on primetime. What's Trevor Lawrence? Probably probably has a couple wins on primetime. So,
1-1 because the Jaguars don't have any primetime.
That's true. The Jaguars don't have any primetime games, so nobody watches them. The Giants are on primetime at least minimum 3 times a year. So you see Daniel Jones 3 times a year, and 3 times a year he loses. So I was like, oh, this guy sucks. Well, let's sit down and actually watch, look at stats, look at film, and you're like, oh, well, these guys aren't much very different. I think Daniel Jones, I'll probably say that he's a worse quarterback than Trevor Lawrence, but not by very much.
He definitely is a worse quarterback than
but
Trevor
not by very
Lawrence.
much. Daniel Jones just can't throw a deep ball compared to Trevor Lawrence has a better deep ball. Honestly, everything else is very much the same.
I mean, look, I still think where it's like the Giants have a good roster. Daniel Jones is the issue, which I mean, yeah, that's obviously like if they had a good quarterback, the Giants would probably be a playoff team.
True.
But so like. Listen, I feel like I mentioned this. I don't remember if I did on the podcast or whatnot, but I mentioned that like Trevor Lawrence is just like not because there's just like is he good? Yeah, is he that good? No, he was going to be overpaid. Like once he was going to get paid a lot, and it was going to be overpaid no matter what because he's not that good.
But also we have to take into I don't think this is also taken into account. Like Daniel Jones' first couple years had no offensive line, had no weapons outside of Saquon Barkley. Trevor Lawrence, outside of the first year, he's had weapons. He's had a good coach.
Yeah, his first year was awful.
Yeah, his first year was awful.
That's it. The second year, they went to the playoffs, and they did win a playoff game coming back from down like 27 points or whatever.
Yeah.
And he had a good year, Trevor Lawrence. That was a good year. Then it was last year, I think, right? He got hurt. He was banged up. It wasn't so good. So there's really nothing to go off of. Like, he had one good year, and that's kind of what they were like, oh, he had that good year, so we're good. But last year, he didn't look that amazing either. I know he was hurt, but even when he was – I mean, listen, they were like 8-2 last year at one point, and they fell off. So I guess that's what they're going by. But, yeah, he looks really – something looks – I mean, he threw DeMar Hamlin his first interception.
Yeah.
Don't even.
He did.
You know he did.
No, he did.
He did, but you can't just be like, oh, just because you threw it to DeMar.
No, I'm just saying.
I think anybody would have caught that.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I just like it. Just putting into like
DeMar Hamlin's not a good safety
context
in the NFL. Like he's not. Like let's just put that out there.
I think he has more interceptions than the Giants safeties.
That's not.
The Giants safety has 3 interceptions this year. He's just wearing green and number 29 for the Packers.
Ooh,
don't remind me, Shay. All right. We move on to the leaderboards. Max has started off with a nice lead of 10 points. Me and Ezra are tied for second with 3. And Shay is in last with 7 points.
Don't listen. Whenever I tell you to pick the opposite one. I'm really bad. Like I won last year by like a good amount, right? Like I feel like I won by like 10,
you won by like 10 points.
Yeah, I won like clearly last year. I was good. Like this year, I'm really bad. I don't know what it is. I'm bad this year.
It's a lot tougher this year so far. I think,
but I'll be the first one to admit, like I'm bad at picking this year. Like
so, I wanted to give the first couple of weeks, and then I was like, all right, week 3 you start. So now we started.
Even if we include the first couple of weeks, I would be still in last by like
probably
a good amount. I did bad, like definitely.
Ezra's actually done pretty good. So so is Max. Max just picks random teams.
Yeah, Max,
shut the fuck up.
I think Max just goes in like favorite, and it works out.
All right, we move on here, folks.
So funny.
Saints and Falcons this week.
Again, same.
What?
Opponent profile, Saints vs. Falcons.
What's wrong with this,
I
man?
swear I've seen this before by you.
This one's fine. There's no like weird.
Can I would like to start this off since I'm in the lead.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. You guys go first.
All right, I'll take my pick. I took the Atlanta Falcons in this game. I thought the Atlanta Falcons are going to come out swinging in this one, off a loss to the Chiefs. I think the biggest thing for me is the Falcons have the better quarterback in this game, and that's why I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons. Ezra took the Saints as his upset this week. Guys,
I'm also going to take the Falcons. I think here's a lot of these undefeated teams, they were going like this, and then they hit their top, and now it's going to be like, this is where the Saints get that downhill.
I think the Saints are still a good football team. Don't get me wrong.
But they're not. Derek Carr is not winning you playoff. He's not. This is not a contending team. Maybe
Really?
playoff.
You don't think they're going to make the playoffs?
I said not a contending team.
Oh.
Contending for like a Super Bowl.
Oh.
Can they make the playoffs? Yeah. Will they win a playoff game? Probably not. But I'm not saying they can't make the playoffs. They're not a contending team. You think they can win the Super Bowl?
No.
Exactly. They're not a contending team. Can they make the playoffs? Yeah. But
They have the roster. They just don't have the quarterback.
yeah.
But a lot of there's no holes on that roster. They're a very good roster.
They're a solid team. But again, yeah, Derek Carr just again they played Philly last week. Philly is who knows how Philly is. I think Atlanta's again new quarter. They had a new quarterback coming. They're kind of now they're starting to hit their stride a little bit. I think they're figuring things out slowly. So I think Atlanta will. And they're what? Atlanta's 1-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a big game because this obviously be 2-2 or Saints could be 3-1. That's good, and you get a lead in the division. I'll take the Falcons.
Pick 'em leader. What do you got?
Oh God.
He's like flip a coin real quick.
Hey, yeah, let me just. Yeah. Tails. All right, we're gonna take the Falcons.
Okay.
Any particular reason?
I saw the stat sheet and like the review, and it's definitely the Falcons.
Gotcha.
No other reason. It's not like I called
Listen,
anybody
the
out.
Falcons have a gross good secondary and safety duo is insane. Jesse Bates, Justin Simmons, like that's just gross safety duo.
They're good.
Not throwing the ball deep on them.
Bengals Panthers this week.
Yeah, I'm just saying if one of these teams loses this game, I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot because I chose the Bengals to win it all this year.
To win it all this year?
Yes, I did.
Wait, to win the Super Bowl?
Yes,
Well, that was what I picked last year. I didn't think.
Well, buddy, they might not make the playoffs.
I know.
Probably won't.
They won't make the playoffs.
Probably
leave
won't.
them alone. They're gonna make the playoffs.
I took Cincy. Ezra took Cincy. Guys, what we got?
I was high on the Panthers. I've been telling you about the Panthers. You know, last week I said they were going to have it was going to be back. I also did say the Bengals were going to win last week, and that was my lock, and I was wrong. I'll take the Bengals this week. I think the Andy Dalton hype was a 1 week thing, and they'll go back to reality a little bit. Also, Adam Thielen just got put on IR, so
Dang,
one
that's
of your
tough.
solid players.
Yeah,
is
give
gone.
me a T Higgins career game.
We need that.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
When we bet on somebody, they do really well.
So
Just ask Tua.
that's sure. All right, so we all pick Cincy, whatever. But let's talk about the Panthers here and Bryce Young really quick before we move on. Do you think it was the right decision to bench Bryce Young? I'll start with you guys.
That's a good question. Was it the right decision? I don't know. I actually don't know this one because could they have left him in, just kept losing, had the number 1 pick in the draft? And I mean, should they still get the number 1 pick in the draft? You would hope so, but I don't know. They're 1-2 now. They just won a game.
I think no. I don't think it's the right decision. Listen, you took this young kid he'll never play a snap for the Carolina, but he never should
That's what I mean.
because you've ruined this kid's confidence.
Now he's done. Like now you're already off you're not bringing Bryce Young back to play quarterback for you as like your future quarterback. I think
Yeah.
it's already been established. So
Alex Smith put this, I think, the best way. He said, "Why would you take out this kid if he's your future? Right? If he is, at least give him the year to see what you got. You gave him 2 games and you took him out, and like, of course, Andy Dalton will win you more games, but
Andy Dalton's been in the league for like 15 years. He's an NFL quarterback. He knows what he's doing.
exactly. So why would you go out there and take out? It just doesn't.
There's no benefit to this besides that Dave Canales wants to save his job. Like that's the only benefit to keeping.
Well,
like,
people think it's now just the owner because the owner was sick and tired of losing games.
losing games. He just wants to win, so they go with this. Yeah, there's no like. This is just like now a bad. This is a bad football team. They won a game, but again, they won a game playing Andy Dalton at quarterback. That's not
He also played the Raiders.
against the Raiders. Exactly. Andy Dalton's not your future at quarterback. He's like 35. Probably.
Exactly. So it's like it makes no sense to sit there and all right, let's go put Andy Dalton in to win more games. Why? Just to save your job? Like, I don't understand.
To put people in
Dave
the
Canales.
Dave Canales, the old Tampa Bay guy. Yep,
Dave Canales. So
Like I said, it could be just to get people in the stands. That might be the only reason. But like,
I looked at the tickets to buy. I was
$2.
joking, and
they're not $2.
it's $60 to get right up on the
50-yard line.
yeah
Really?
yeah
yeah, because they suck.
plus fees, which is like 120, but still, it's really bad for one ticket.
For front row seats, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we move on here to a good football game. Bears and Rams this week. I took the Rams. Ezra took the Bears. So
Oscar, that's not.
The Bears and
It's
the,
not their logo,
and the
man.
St. Louis Rams.
Yeah,
Max, what does it say right here?
No,
Please read me what that says.
It says Bears and Rams, but I'm a little confused because that's.
Is this not a Ram?
No, but
Is this not a
no?
Bear?
I mean, Oscar.
So shut the fuck up and continue. 15 minutes, by the way, that was at. Continue, Max.
I'm just a little confused because their logos. It's a little different now. I mean, is that a Ram?
I don't know. I don't have my glasses on. I
This
can't
is, This
see.
is the St. Louis Rams.
Okay. So, yeah, Sam Bradford at quarterback.
Sam Bradford versus Jay Cutler. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose Sam Bradford here. I think he can pull it out.
I'm gonna go. With
I mean, they have Aaron Donald too.
I'm gonna
They're
go-
looking really
I
good.
don't know if Aaron Donald was even there at this time. This might have been right. They might.
Nah, yeah, he wasn't there
This might
yet.
be the tank for Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, but then they got him next year.
Well,
Yeah.
Aaron Donald was like in the 10th. I mean, the 10th, 11th pick. He was
No,
not
no,
very
just-
high.
Yeah, he wasn't. But I mean, this is. They got
Oh
him
shit!
next
Shay,
year.
you taking the Rams?
Yeah, I would take the Rams. I don't like Caleb Williams.
I just don't think they do this every year.
I don't like either of these teams, to be fair, right now. The Rams I like. They're just too hurt. They're just banged up completely.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they're 1-2. They should be 0-3.
Bears threw the ball 50 times and scored 16 points last
Yeah,
week.
that's unbelievable. How are you letting your rookie quarterback throw it like 56 times or something? That's just like stupid. That's dumb. Like their offense coordinator. I don't remember who their offense coordinator is. Should be fired easily.
Shane Woolen?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Shane
He
Woolen.
should be fired right away. Obviously, Eberflus should be fired. Nothing against him. I think he's a good coach. Like as a defense coordinator, you need an offensive head coach for a rookie quarterback. Listen, I think if he would be willing to come as like your D coordinator, like keep him on. But you can't have him as your head coach. You need an offensive guy.
Yeah. We move on here. Green Bay and Minnesota. I'm taking Green Bay. Ezra's taking Minnesota. Guys, we'll let Max go first and we'll let Shay hit it off.
I'm so confused how we're still in the Jeff Fisher era, but
We're not.
we just wore
We're
the
Green Bay versus Minnesota.
I'm confused about that. Why is the St. Louis Rams up against the Bears?
Well, now we got Mike Zimmer versus Mike McCarthy.
Oh, Burger King versus
We got I think we got Teddy Bridgewater versus Raj right now.
Rod. Okay, so I'm gonna probably
Brett Favre versus Rodgers.
I'm gonna choose Rodgers here. Okay,
Oh my god, you guys are retarded.
I'm. Excuse me.
You are retarded.
Great, clip that one for me because I gotta bleep that out now.
18 minutes.
18 minutes.
You have 18, 15, and about like 40 seconds.
Got it.
The Vikings are the better team, and they'll win this game.
Is that who you're taking, Shay?
Yeah. I'm taking the Vikings, and I truly believe they will win this game.
I know you don't, so it's funny that you said that you're saying.
Listen, I don't know if I don't know what they're going to do. Like Jordan Love, I think is going to come back this week and should play, but they might even just rest him again because they don't want to bring him back so early. If he doesn't play, they're not winning. They're not going to win with Malik Willis. He's going to have a tough time against Brian Flores in that defense. If Jordan Love comes back, the only thing I worry is Jordan Love comes back and he's a little rusty, obviously, because you missed some weeks and missed any time. A little rusty against the Vikings that are pretty good.
I did this last week, and I'm really annoyed. I took Green Bay. I bet against the Vikings. I think they're actually going to win this game.
No,
Now.
you took the Titans last week.
I took the Texans.
Can I change mine? Because
Against the Vikings.
Yeah.
I was
I
making
bet
a
it
joke.
is.
I think the Vikings win this game.
Listen, the Vikings are playing
All right.
really good right now. They're going to hit you'll see, they'll hit their mark, and it will start to go back to reality for them.
I don't know, dude. This team is different. This team is good.
Wait till Sam Darnold goes against that Jeff Hafley defense. And we got straight man-to-man across the board with McKinney over the top. He's going to be in it for it's going to be interesting.
I don't know. I think he's the real dude. He's been the best quarterback for the first 3 weeks.
No, he has been. I'm not going to deny it. He has been.
No,
Definitely.
Sam Darnold's legit.
I'm not going to say that, but I'm thinking that's just. Listen, I picked the Vikings to win this game. You know,
I've said this about Kevin O'Connell. He's a top 8 head coach in the league.
he's a great head coach. I'm not going to disrespect.
I mean, like I would take this is a hot take, but I'd take him over Matt LaFleur. I think Kevin O'Connell is that good on offense.
I don't know about that one, dude. Did you just watch what
I know how good
LaFleur just
Matt
won
LaFleur
with
is.
Malik Willis, and he scored 30 points.
I know. Like,
Malik Willis got a
Kevin
Madden rating.
O'Connell-
I'm with you on the top 8. I don't know if he's a bet. Listen, what has Kevin O'Connell done? And anything.
he has made teams. He has made quarterbacks.
Okay.
Look,
Wait. Has he won a playoff game?
no, he hasn't.
Exactly. Every big game, Kevin O'Connell has his opportunity. Who always comes in and absolutely destroys them? This team right there. Every year. Last year, Jordan Love goes against them, absolutely demolishes them. The year before that, the Packers were 7-8. The Vikings were like 12-3. Rodgers goes in there, demolishes them. Year before, Rodgers demolished them. I was at that game. Every year.
But what Kevin O'Connell can get out of coaches?
No, listen, I
out
totally,
of
I
quarterbacks
totally agree.
every year.
I think he's a top 8 coach. I agree with you. He's top 8 coach. Better than LaFleur, though. I think that's a stretch. You're pushing it there.
I do. I really
pushing-
do.
you're
Like, I
pushing.
believe he's up there with, like, Shanahan. Like, he's neck and neck with Kyle Shanahan.
Listen, if you want offensive minds in the league right now, I mean, Andy Reid, McVay, Shanahan.
I think Sean's better than Kyle.
Well, this is just the top. This is the guys. No, I'm not ranking like guys. I'm not-
What?
How can you say that? They match up every year, and Kyle kicks the shit out
How
of
many
them. We're
times
worst
have you won
roster.
the Super Bowl? How many?
Did you watch the game last week?
I did, but Kyle's the better coach.
Yeah, but like they didn't have the better roster last week.
That's just 1 week to determine. I'm talking
No,
about the
but
last
listen.
4 fucking
But
seasons.
I was just ranking. I'm ranking the top.
Are you kidding me?
How many Super Bowls have you won? How many has the Rams
I'm
won?
ranking the top 3 guys. Like
Their
yeah,
roster that year was fucking
I
stupid.
think everyone knows the top 3 is Andy Reid, Shanahan, McVay. Like those are the top 3 guys.
Tomlin's in there. Don't forget about Mike
He's not-
Tomlin.
Is he even an offensive guy?
Oh, you're talking about offense. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
guys.
head
Yeah,
coach
no,
in
I'm not
general.
talking about.
Sorry.
I'm talking
Sorry.
offensive-minded coaches.
Yeah.
Who do you put behind those guys? I'm probably putting Matt LaFleur right as the
Yeah,
next guy up.
I would take Kevin O'Connell. I think he's that
That's
dang good.
like that's a little crazy.
I think he's that dang good. I think what he can get out of
You gotta think
quarterbacks.
the Vikings have. Here's the thing with the Vikings also have. They have Justin Jefferson. They have Jordan Addison. Obviously, Hawkinson's hurt right now. Aaron Jones in the backfield.
I know.
They have Christian Darrisaw, who's probably like he's a top 5 left tackle in the league. So they have like they have everything.
No, I know.
And obviously O'Connell's a great coach, but like the fact that Matt LaFleur gets it done with, obviously Jordan Love's a stud, but you have Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, and Jaden Reed, and like a all right offensive line, and I don't know, he makes it work.
I don't know. I really believe in Kevin O'Connell. I don't know. I've always been.
I know.
high on him.
I agree with you. I think to take him over Matt LaFleur, who's won this many games, I think he's second in like wins as a coach.
No, he's very
Like
good.
your
I'm not
first
going
many
to deny it,
seasons.
but I would just prefer Kevin O'Connell. That's my taste. We move on. Jacksonville versus the Texans. Me and Ezra are both taking the Texans this week. I think Jacksonville's cooked. I think they're going to start 0-4. Doug Peterson will probably be fired by the end of this year, and that's it.
They're really injured too. The Jaguars. They're getting more and more banged up as they go on.
Texans just lost too,
and
right?
Houston just got embarrassed last
Yeah,
week.
they're gonna win.
They're not going to get embarrassed again.
Yeah.
They'll win this game.
All right. So we're back for this game.
Wait, then we got to
Cam
go back.
issues. No, we don't have to go back.
We're good. We need to talk about that team.
We don't need to
Who
talk.
was the one
Exactly.
back?
I don't know.
Okay, so I have my take on Philadelphia here. Philadelphia is, without Saquon Barkley, they're 0-3. And this team is not very good without Saquon
No, I mean,
Barkley.
honestly, yeah. As if you
They're
look at
very,
it.
like, they are.
They're Saquon Barkley dependent right now.
Yeah, they look like almost the New York Giants, just with a better quarterback.
Well, he is
with better
very
weapons.
talented. I don't know why they wouldn't lean on him a lot.
What would you say?
So he's very talented. I don't know why they would not lean on him.
Yeah, but, like, think about their offense all around. They have Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Like, they
could
have
easily
other
be
guys.
0-3. I mean, like they could easily be 0-3 right now. Like
Yeah.
they beat the Packers in Brazil. If that game I think is played anywhere that's not Brazil, the Packers win that game.
Saquon Barkley has a 60-yard touchdown last week.
Yeah, last week they
he
pulled off
broke
a
one.
crazy run against the Saints, and they only won by 2? Like that game
Yeah.
easily goes a different way. And then they lost to I don't remember.
And they lost to Atlanta because Saquon Barkley
Oh, yeah.
dropped the ball.
That's
Baker's
right.
good. Baker's really good.
Yeah, Baker's
He's
been
good.
playing good.
He's
I don't know who to
choose.
choose. I'm gonna take the Bucks.
Is this your upset too, Max?
Yeah.
Okay, it's all our upsets this week.
The Bucks also got embarrassed last week.
Yeah.
by the Broncos.
I just think this is one where, like,
Eagles are too hurt right now, especially if you're down A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. That's tough to come back. That's a tough recovery.
yeah, dude, this might be like a game where I put $100. Like this, you know what? Yeah, this is my $100. Like, I'd put $100 on the Bucks right now. I'd put $1,000 on the Bucks right now because I just don't like Philly.
Do it.
I don't have
So
$1,000.
that light skinned man goes for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I know, right? Until he does that.
And then he comes in the press conference and goes, "God is great," and walks out. Or one of his weird.
No, but $100 actually does sound good on the Bucks.
Go for it.
I like that. I like that. I might actually do that this week. All right, Cardinals. Why you looking at me like that, Max?
Talking about 100 on that game.
Cardinals Commanders. What? They're plus money. They're underdogs at home.
Why is everybody looking at me?
I think they're at home.
Because I see you on a betting app.
Oh no, I just like to check it.
Arizona
in Washington.
Washington's
this week.
2-1.
They suck. I don't know how since he let up 30
I would
points.
not say. Don't listen. You can't say they suck.
I've watched them. They suck. I've watched them week 1 and week 2. They were awful.
Did you watch Jaden Daniels last week? Bro threw for like 90% completion percentage.
Yeah, I know. I watched him last week. He played amazing. I know. He was the best
Who
quarterback.
was the one
last
that
week.
said he was going to be a stud coming out of college and be great in the NFL?
I thought he was.
Who said who would be the best guy coming out right away? I told you. I said it. He was.
I don't think Jane Daniels
He's
is very
Lamar
good.
Jackson, the next Lamar. He is Lamar Jackson 2.0.
Cam Britt Taylor, or whatever the fuck his name is, said it best. They run a college offense. They run a Mickey Mouse offense. Give me Arizona this week.
Well, guess what? It worked.
It did work.
Arizona used to run a Mickey Mouse offense.
Yeah. Then they got a big boy coach.
I don't know if he's a big boy coach. Gannon?
I mean,
He's from Philly. I don't know if I would take anyone from Philly. I'll take
you
Arizona.
like Shane Steichen?
I'll take Arizona in this game too. He's not. The Colts ain't looking so good.
Yeah, but their quarterback also
Is Steichen the offensive guy?
Yeah.
And Gannon's the defensive guy.
Yeah.
I always get it mixed up.
Who'd you say?
I'll take Arizona though this game. Yeah. Washington had a big win last week. I think Arizona's a decent team. I actually think they're solid.
Yeah, I do too. I like Arizona.
They played the Lions. They had a good game against the Lions last week. The Lions are a good team. So
They're a team that's going to fight hard every week. They're good.
Arizona, yeah, this is a team that they'll be in good games every single week.
They did the same thing last year. They were in every game, and even though they were terrible.
Well, when they stunk, they stuck. When they have Kyler Murray, he's like you could say what you want about Kyler Murray. He's a decent quarterback. He's solid.
He is.
He's not amazing, but he's good. He's a good quarterback.
Max.
I like Arizona here.
Okay. Ezra did pick Washington, so gotta a little confusing. On
He's
this
probably right then. I picked Arizona, so it's gonna be wrong.
49ers in the Patriots this week. I'm gonna take the Niners as my lock right now, but I don't know.
Me too.
Yeah, let's see what Kyle pulls out this game.
There's no way they're 1-2. There's no way they lose to New England.
I could see it.
There's no way they lose to New England.
You know what? I could see it too, Max. I
How?
could see it because
If you don't let New England run the ball and get pressure, they stink.
I understand.
Did you
that.
watch the Jets manhandle them?
I
The
understand.
Niners
that.
just aren't good up against
The
AFC
Niners-
teams either. They just aren't.
But the Niners, this team is maybe not even a playoff team without all these guys if they don't come back in time.
They're so banged up. They're so everywhere. There's so
They're
many
a playoff
issues.
team without McCaffrey. Just without McCaffrey and George Kittle and
And Debo.
Deebo Samuel.
That's what
That's
I'm
a different
wondering.
story.
Like we're thinking
And
McCaffrey's
Dre
going to be out till
Greenlaw
week
When's
10.
Ricky coming back?
And Dre Greenlaw and
Exactly.
I thought Ricky was coming back this week. I don't know. Yeah, like there's so many guys questionable this week.
Was like, what's the guy's name?
Purdy's questionable.
Ronnie Bell.
Travarius Ward's questionable. Nick Bosa's questionable.
Brock Purdy's a
Greenlaw's
top 10
questionable.
quarterback in the league.
Ufanga's questionable. Yes, Purdy's been looking very,
You can't
very
tell me
good.
Brock
He's
Purdy's
been
not
looking
top
very
it's,
good.
It's tough to be like I think he's only honestly I've only had more respect for him this year because he's had games where he hasn't had his top guys and he still looks pretty good.
Dude, he's really good. Like he's like a good step up of Dak Prescott.
I'm not taking him over
Of
any of
Kirk Cousins.
the top guys.
Yeah, obviously not. But no, he's
right in that
very.
he's in that next tier. He is
Yeah,
in the
he's with
next-
Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud. Like he's right there.
Listen, I would put Jordan
No,
Love,
I-
CJ Stroud ahead. I think, but he's right below those guys.
Should you put Jordan Love ahead?
Brock Purdy?
Dude,
100%.
they're close.
100%.
They're close.
No. Joe.
You think Brock Purdy's better than Jordan Love?
I think so. I
They're
think
close.
after those two games, I think it's a clear cut. I think it's pretty clear cut. It's very. Don't
Listen,
get me wrong.
we
It is
haven't
very
watched-
close.
we haven't watched
Yes, that
Jordan
is why
Love play
we haven't
this
seen Jordan Love
year.
that much. I do think he's going to come back and
He's
light it up, and I do feel like his stock will go up and Purdy's will go down. But as of right now, Brock Purdy's a better quarterback.
They're neck and neck. I mean,
It's very close.
Take whoever you like.
Yeah.
You know.
I think Jordan Love's more talented, but right now Purdy's winning games. He's literally the better quarterback. He's the better quarterback.
He's not winning games.
Well,
they're
they're
one.
two
And, they're 1-2.
Oh, they're 1-2.
They're 1-2. So he's not winning games.
Well, he won a game this
He
year.
won a game. Against
Jordan
the Jets.
Love hasn't
He looked
won a
good.
game?
He hasn't, but he's only played one game.
I'm just saying it is very close. Don't get me wrong.
I'm
It's
not, no,
very,
I'm not. Listen, if I had my quarterback rankings right now, Purdy would probably be 9, probably right around there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 8 or 9, probably. He's top 10. He's at the bottom of the 10.
I also
Nah.
like.
There's 8 quarterbacks ahead of him?
You got to go down the list now.
Yeah, I need you to go down the list here.
Okay, Mahomes, Allen. Honestly, Allen, Mahomes. Allen might be number 1 now.
Okay.
It's tough. I don't even know.
Well, you said Love and Stroud.
Yes, Love.
So that's 4.
Love and Stroud. I mean,
Burrow?
I
Or no?
don't even know with Joe Burrow.
Okay.
This is my original. I'll go with my list before. Obviously, this is like before all the shenanigans. What's been going? It was always Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Burrow. Even Herbert was in there.
That's
Then
fair.
it was also Hurts, Stroud, Love.
No way Hurts.
No,
No
not
way.
anymore. But that's what it was before. Like this, I had Hurts. Hurts would move down, and then it was always Hurts, Stroud. I think Love was like 8. Jordan Love was like 8 for me, and then it would go. Then it went like Dak, but like I would move Dak down. I mean, listen, if you're talking about like what, I can't get a judge on Joe Burrow. I'd probably go Allen.
I don't watch any Bengals game. I couldn't.
He
tell you.
He still looks good. I would probably I go Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Burrow. Do you want to put Herbert in there? I'll go Stroud at 5, Herbert at 6, Love at 7, and maybe I go Purdy at 8. Then that's probably what I would do. That'd probably be my top 8.
It's fair.
I don't know. I don't think who else I'd put ahead. I'd probably argue Kyler Murray's closer to that top
Chiefs
10.
Chiefs and the Chargers this week. I'll take the Chiefs. No Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
probably.
I don't even know if
so,
Trevor. This might be a blowout.
yeah. They'll play him close because John Harbaugh's like coach, but it's nothing.
Chiefs will win.
Yeah, just give me the Chiefs. We don't just next.
Cleveland and Las Vegas. Mean Ezra.
Adams is out.
Guys,
Adams is out.
we both took Vegas. Mean Ezra.
I don't know. I don't like either of them. The Browns suck and the Raiders suck. This game might be like 10-3.
Give me Cleveland right here. Cleveland's going to bring it home.
Dude, but it's the Raiders. They're awful.
I'm just a big Deshaun Watson guy. He's a great guy on and off the field.
I'll take the Browns too. And the fear. I don't even know why I would. I don't like anybody in this game. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't like either team. You had to pick one. I'll take the Raiders.
These are 2 bottom 5 teams, and of course they get to play each other. Like
One of them's got to win.
one of
Or
them's
tie.
One of them's going to be 2-2. One of them will be 2-2.
Oh my God. Lord help me.
Oh,
The matchup of the week, folks. Sunday Night Football, Buffalo and Baltimore.
This is the game we see how legit is the Buffalo Bills. This is what it is. If the Bills come out and win this game, they are legit. They are
I think they're legit no matter what.
they're the second best team. No, but
If they put up a good performance, they're
if you
legit no matter
can't
what.
Beat the Ravens, you're not going to beat the then you can't beat the Ravens, and you won't beat the Chiefs.
I want to
obviously.
put it like that. If this is a close game down neck and neck, you have nothing to take away from the Bills.
Oh, if it's a neck and neck game, then give the game to the Buffalo Bills. Lamar can't win any game that's like within 5 points, like within 3 points. Like he can't win anything. Like he's literally like can't win anything. When has the guy won a game that's
Listen,
close?
here's
He gets a lead. They run the ball. This is the same Ravens team they've had for the past 5 years. Give me the Buffalo Bills.
Jesus Christ, thanks for the clip.
It's true. It's true though. It's fucking true. How many times have we seen Lamar? Oh, let me go make a big boy throw. Can't do it. Kansas City Chiefs twice. Lost.
I love it. I can clip that. That's
Lost
great.
they actually lost in their home too. They only can win one way.
Listen,
Baltimore.
I'm the one. I agree with him. I would tell you-
Baltimore can only win one way. Get a lead, run the ball, play great defense. If they don't do that,
he's not
it's
wrong.
over.
He's not wrong.
The Bills
Give me
have
the
the
Bills.
Bills have a good matchup in this game too. Where the Bills do a good job of stopping the run, and the Bills also
You need water.
the Baltimore likes to run the ball, and the Bills can stop the run. We saw we know the Bills can do that. They did it against Miami. They did it against Jacksonville.
Yeah, but it's very hard because the Ravens were already hard to tackle when they had the
this
two
is
small
a big
running
game
backs.
because Baltimore loses. They're 1-3. It's tough to be 1-3. Buffalo obviously loses there, but it doesn't make a difference really. But again, Buffalo wins this game. It's them, and I think if you look at the two best teams in the league, it's the Chiefs and the Bills, and it's like them two. That being said, is it in Baltimore?
I think so. Yes.
I'm
I have it
gonna-
wrote down as Baltimore. I think.
Baltimore's favored. What's the? Is this like a -3, -2?
I don't know. Max is probably on the sports books right now.
No, I'll look right now.
Looking at LeBron James.
Oh,
Give me
that's
the
a beautiful
Ravens.
man to look at. What?
Ravens.
Yeah.
I don't see them 1-3. That's why.
I get it. I just think Josh Allen is insane.
Josh
This
Allen
team-
might be the best. Baltimore's -2.5, so they basically get the home field spread. If this game was played on a neutral site, they would basically this game would be even. There would be no. There's no. They would really be favored. I'm gonna take Baltimore 2.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't.
This Buffalo Bills team has done the perfect job. Whoever their GM is, I need to know because what they've done is they've said, all right, screw Stephon Diggs. We don't need number one receiver. Let's put the run game. Let's put some okay wide receivers out there, and let's go be run dependent and Josh Allen dependent. And that's what they've done. And they didn't rely on Stephon Diggs. They upgraded some pieces on the offensive line. They've done a really good job, Buffalo. So I'm taking Buffalo.
I'm curious. This Baltimore is supposed to be a physical defense. I wonder how the Bills match up, and I'm waiting for that moment where it's like it's like an Aaron Rodgers 2022 moment where having no really good receiver kind of comes back to hurt you. This might be a game where the receivers kind of struggle a little bit, and then it's like, oof, is the receiver issue a problem for the Bills? Kind of thing. That's my only reason I think I'll go with Baltimore. I think this could be the receiver issue might be a little bigger than we thought problem.
Okay.
But again, if Buffalo wins this game, they are.
Guys, shit versus shit. Two more bottom five teams go up against each other.
Tyler Huntley's playing.
For Miami?
Yeah.
It's not Skylar Thompson?
It's Tyler Huntley.
Oh, good. I'm still taking Tennessee.
Tennessee's I don't even I don't think Tennessee's that bad.
They're two plays away from being 2-1. They're 2 plays away from being 2-1.
Yeah, they were. Who'd they play? Oh, the Bears. They should have beaten the Bears.
Yeah, they should be in the Bears.
And then the Jets.
The Jets.
They weren't going to win last week, but the week 1 and 2.
Exactly. Will Levis if Will Levis stops handing the other team the football and saying, "Here you go take the ball," they're a good team.
They were the better team than the Bears. They honestly were probably the better team than the Jets.
Yeah.
So yeah, they should 2-2. They'd be 2-1. I'll take Tennessee too.
It's another game. I'd parlay the fucking 2. Put $100 on it. Tennessee and the other team, the Buccaneers.
Go for it. Do it.
That's a good idea. You're right, Jay.
Do it.
The first one doesn't.
Is this one of the Monday night games?
Yeah.
1 of 2.
Yeah, this is a 1 of 2.
NFL, you are so I hate that you do 2
Miami?
Monday night games.
Or who'd you
no,
take?
I'll
Tennessee.
take Tennessee.
Okay.
The NFL is so stupid for doing 2 Monday night games.
But the only reason why I probably wouldn't do that is because I don't know what Tyler Huntley's going to bring to this.
That's the
Miami
thing,
team.
yeah.
So, Max, how's Instagram treating you?
Shut the fuck up. Give me Miami.
15 minutes, so it's probably plus 28, so it's probably about... I
I'm
don't
not
know.
editing up to that point because no one even watches it. Give me Miami.
Well,
true.
I actually have something to tell you after this.
Wait, what'd you say, Max?
Miami.
Miami? Okay. You and Ezra stick together, taking Miami. All right, we move on. Detroit and Seattle.
Detroit. This team has to. They are going to lose. They have to lose.
Shay, this one's like you sound like you put $100 on. You said the game before I even hit the new screen. I didn't even hit the new screen.
Yeah, I was going to
He
say.
goes Detroit.
Yeah, Shay, you didn't even know it was going to be
If we
Detroit.
look at the teams right now in the NFL that are undefeated, the Chiefs, fine. Bills, fine. Vikings, fine. They've been playing good. This team has played nobody. Who have they played? They played Denver, and they almost lost. They played
New England.
New England, and they almost lost. They played Miami without Tua last
Didn't
week.
Detroit lose last week or something?
No, they beat Arizona.
They beat Arizona.
They have
No.
played-
They beat
this team
they beat Miami last
This team
week.
has they've played 3 bottom 5 teams. Is Denver a bottom 5 team? Close. Bottom
Close.
7 teams?
Close.
They have the easiest schedule so far, and they barely won.
This game is in Seattle, Shay.
I know, and it's like Seattle's a tough place to play in. No, they're losing. Detroit is good.
Shay, it sounds like you put like all your money on it. Shay's like life savings.
So that
Detroit.
means you probably want to pick Seattle with like Lions. I'm picking the Lions.
Max, last pick.
I like the Lions here too. I don't even know Seattle's opponents besides the Broncos, and I could just
Broncos.
yeah.
We just
Close
told
game
you.
against the Broncos.
Miami.
Overtime against the Patriots, and then Miami without Tua last week.
So.
Again, 3 bottom 7 teams.
You know what? This was very good, guys. We had a bunch of different picks. The Rams. Actually,
the
we all
St.
took
Louis
the Rams. I took Green Bay. You guys all took Minnesota.
Yeah, I took Minnesota.
You guys took Indy. Me and Ezra took Pittsburgh. Cleveland and Las Vegas we disagreed on. Buffalo and Baltimore. So we have a couple different picks this week,
Some
which is good.
variety.
You guys almost had the same picks, essentially. Yeah, you guys had the same exact picks.
Well, I had to, I had to kind of catch up.
Except for Miami and Tennessee.
I've been struggling, so
It's the only
I
difference.
jumped on Max's picks.